Hello and welcome back to AgeWise. Today, we are tackling a situation that every senior has faced at some point. You are at the checkout, minding your own business, and suddenly, the cashier is huffing, rushing, and acting like you are ruining their entire day just by existing. Now, let's be clear. Most cashiers are hardworking, polite, and just trying to do their job. This video is not about making fun of them. It is about handling those rare moments when a cashier treats you like an inconvenience instead of a paying customer. We seniors have spent decades shopping, and we deserve the same respect as everyone else. So today, I am sharing some hilarious but completely harmless ways to slow things down, take your time, and remind rude cashiers that patience is a virtue. If they are going to rush us, why not have a little fun and make the experience work in our favor? Stick around because by the end of this video, you will have a few new tricks up your sleeve to make shopping more enjoyable, even when the cashier is trying to rush you out the door. Let's get started. The art of paying in exact change. There was a time when paying with cash was completely normal. Now cashiers expect everyone to just tap a card and be done with it. But what happens when you decide to pay the old-fashioned way, with exact change? Well, that is when the fun begins. Rude cashiers hate waiting, which is why this little trick works so well. Instead of rushing to throw some bills on the counter, take your time and dig deep into your coin purse. Slowly count out the exact amount, one coin at a time. Hold up each penny, give it a good look, and double-check your math out loud just to be sure. If the cashier starts sighing loudly, that is when you hit them with the classic, "Wait, I think I have the exact change somewhere" line. Then you go on a grand treasure hunt through every pocket, purse, and compartment while they stand there, forced to wait. For an extra challenge, try dropping a coin by accident and taking your time picking it up. If you really want to test their patience, change your mind halfway through and decide to use a larger bill instead. Watching their expression when they realize all that waiting was for nothing is priceless. At the end of the day, it is your money, and you have every right to pay however you want. And if a cashier is going to rush you, why not remind them that patience is still a virtue? Speaking of patience, nothing makes a cashier's eye twitch faster than the words, "Do you have a senior discount?" Let's talk about how to turn that into a little shopping entertainment. Slow and steady bagging strategy. There is nothing worse than a cashier throwing your groceries into bags, like they are trying to break a world record. Items get crushed, eggs end up under canned goods, and somehow, your bread always comes out looking like a pancake. If they are going to rush, the best way to handle it is to take control of the situation and slow things down. Start by taking your time, placing your reusable bags on the counter. If you did not bring any, that is the perfect moment to ask about the store's bagging options. Do they have paper bags? Plastic? Maybe a biodegradable option? Ask with great interest. Make sure you fully understand their policies before making a decision. Once they start bagging, watch closely. If they put a heavy item on top of something delicate, do not be afraid to stop them. Gently take the item out, examine it, and then slowly place it into the correct bag. If they sigh, pretend not to notice. If they roll their eyes, that is your cue to start rearranging your entire bag at the counter. For an extra test of patience, take out an item or two and ask if they can double bag it for extra protection. If you are buying something frozen, ask if they have small plastic bags to keep it from getting other items wet. If they are rushing through, take a moment to readjust your bags one more time. By the time you finish packing, the cashier will have learned an important lesson. Speed is not always the answer, and some things just take as long as they need to take. Now that everything is packed exactly the way it should be, it is time to have some real fun. Nothing slows down a rude cashier faster than a good old-fashioned price check. The price check surprise. Nothing wipes the impatient look off a cashier's face, quite like the moment you pause and say, "Wait, I think that was supposed to be on sale." They know exactly what is coming. You know exactly what is coming, but now they have no choice but to call for assistance and wait. The key here is to do it with absolute confidence. As soon as an item scans at full price, pause, tilt your head slightly, and squint at the screen like you are studying an ancient map. Then, with a polite but firm tone, ask if that item was on sale. If they say no, that is your moment to lean in just a little and say, "Are you sure? I could have sworn I saw it in the ad." If they insist the price is correct, casually ask if they could check for you. They will sigh, glance at the long line forming behind you, and reluctantly call for a price check. This is your chance to stand calmly and patiently while they wait for an answer, pretending not to notice their growing frustration. If the manager comes back and confirms that you were right, celebrate your victory with a small nod of approval. If it turns out you were wrong, do not let that stop you. Simply say, "Oh well, I must have been thinking of another store. HTTPS. CDN. Hailuai. Video. Moss. Prod. The 12th of February 2025, -23. Moss Audio. User. Audio. 1739, 374, trillion 100, 18,668,618,539 to 23. 6,835,837,726,955 MP3. For an advanced version of this move, after the price check is completed, take another look at your cart and say, "Actually, I think I saw another item on sale too." If they are going to rush you, they can learn to wait their turn, just like everybody else. Now that we have slowed things down at checkout, it is time for the final move. If a rude cashier wants to speed things up, the best way to make them really uncomfortable is simple. Strike up a long and very unnecessary conversation.